Well, thank you, everyone. That was really beautiful and powerful.
Yeah.
That was incredible. And it's an incredible testament to the two of you as well about how much people care about you and think about you. I know you both put together some words that you would like to say to each other. And before we do that, I just want to, a couple things come to mind. And one is that there's this statement by Bell Hooks that she talks about love as an action. And when you put that together with this traditional saying that when you listen devoutly, the heart opens. As you go forward and say your statements together, I invite you to both speak from the heart, but also listen from the heart, because I actually know what they're going to say. And it's an opportunity to carry that love and those intentions that you're setting forth with each other forward as you go forward after today in this next phase of your life. So I believe Tracy is going to go first. So.
Okay, just 1 second here. Okay. I do want to actually just say to everyone before I speak to Mano, thank you. We didn't know what would happen today when we did this. And I got a little nervous at one point because somebody had said, "Oh, I'm preparing my presentation." And I thought we'd all be here till 7 and there'd be PowerPoint slides. But this was beautiful. And
slides.
You didn't get the slides done? Yeah, but this was, I think, more beautiful than we could possibly have dreamed. So I thank you guys for being a part of getting us married today. So. Yay! Yay, you! All right, now I think I'm supposed to talk to Mano and say some stuff. So. I couldn't even do a dry run of this in the bedroom without crying uncontrollably, so I hope you guys are settled in for a while. So, okay. I'm only going to look at you a little, because we'll be here for hours. Okay. I always loved this quote by Willa Cather. I think some of you have seen it on my post before, but one cannot divine nor forecast the conditions that will make happiness. One only stumbles upon them by chance, in a lucky hour, at the world's end somewhere, and holds fast to the days. Mano, I'm overjoyed and grateful that I stumbled upon you in my lucky hour. And I only had to go to OkCupid instead of the world's end, so thanks for that.
Kind of the same.
Kind of the same thing, yeah, exactly. But I could never have divined or forecast you. You're just more than I was expecting and more than I ever thought would be possible. So, as many people here might be sick of hearing me say, Mano, you are kind and smart and funny and adventurous and sexy and, thank God, patient. I was just so lucky that you gave yourself to me. And I really appreciate you waiting the entire year before I gave you the second yes. So thank you for being patient with me and having faith in our love. Did I mention you're patient? Yeah. You're amazing in ways that I don't even have words for, and Lord knows I can talk. So your grounded and open-hearted grace is a blessing that you share with me every day. I remember one time we were getting pretty serious about dating. I asked you what you wanted from our relationship. And you said something I never would have thought of. You said you wanted abundance for us. What a concept, abundance. You know, it's so typical of just the way you approach the world and the way you approach love. And it was a joyful moment. It made me happier than pictures of kittens on the internet. So,
wow.
Wow, yeah, exactly. But you always bring a new way of seeing the world to our life together, and it always expands my world. And I thank you for that. So, halfway there. It also makes me happy that I see that you find joy in me. It makes me incredibly grateful, and your love for me just shines in your face. And it's true what Kian said, like whenever I think of you, it doesn't matter, I'm at work and somebody's chewing me up one side and down the other and I'm having a crappy day, I think of you and I get this goofy little smile on my face and I'm sitting there in some business meeting going, But it's really wonderful. And you laugh at my jokes, you see where I'm coming from, you will argue with me, and you just really, really get me. I have never felt so known and so loved in my entire life. My dear friend Lori says that relationships only work if each person thinks they've died and gone to heaven. I think I've died and gone to heaven to be with you. So, yeah, I hope you feel the same way, but no pressure. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so.
I do.
Yeah. No, that's later. You say that later. So, to wrap this up. So those of you who've been to a lot of weddings know that people quote The Princess Bride all the time in weddings, and I'm going to geek out. I'm going to go there. So, but it may not be what you expect. The dread pirate Roberts evidently said to Wesley, "Good night, Wesley. Good work. Sleep well. I'll likely kill you in the morning." So, I will not promise not to kill you in the morning if you get between me and coffee.
I understand.
So. But I do promise this to you, joyfully and abundantly. I promise never to take our relationship for granted. I promise to always be grateful and happy to wake up next to you in the morning and be in a relationship with you. I promise to always show up and to be present and to engage with you. And I promise to always have your best interests at heart. And I love you, and I want to marry you, my awesomest bear ever.
I love you. Mine's shorter.
It's just, there's so many jokes. So many. Just gonna let that roll by.
Baby, when I met you, when we first started being together, you helped me rediscover myself. Maybe actually discover who I was for the first time. And when I finally found myself, little bits at a time, but when I was finally like, there I am, you were standing right next to me, holding my hand and smiling, so beautiful, and just with me. And that was the greatest gift. I got not only me back, but I got you. That was the first sentence. I have never known someone so beautiful, so smart, so kind. So many things I can't say in front of all these people.
PG-13. Yeah, that's
right.
Good. Yeah.
You are, though, my love. You are awesome in the old sense of the word, of inspiring awe and joy, and so many things in me. I have never known happiness like I've known with you, and I've never been so proud to be standing next to somebody every single day of my life. People say that their wedding days are the best days of their lives. But every day that I spend with you is better than the last. Because every day I love you more, and you love me more and more. And every day I'm happier and happier. Which means that every day I wake up next to you is the best day of my life. You are my joy and love, Tracy. I will commit to petting your feet and back and stroking your hair and holding your hand. I will commit to stealing the blanket and to giving it back. And I will commit to warm your feet with mine when I do. I commit that I will love you and love you and love you and love you some more every day. That I will always keep your best interests at heart along with mine. That I will always, even in the hardest times, turn towards you and not away. I will commit to adventure and laughter. And I will commit to quiet nights on the couch. And most of all, my love, I commit to you.
All right, wow. That was exciting.
So I think we know the answer to this next part. But, Mano, do you want to marry Tracy?
Yes, I do.
Tracy, do you want to marry Mano?
Hell yes.
I now pronounce you married.
Woo! Yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. This has been lovely and wonderful. Mm-hmm. And I hope that you will all stick around and get your skee ball on. Mm-hmm. And enjoy food and cake and everything is here. And for those who are going to be around in the evening, we're going to have the after party at our house, which is in staggering distance, 4 blocks downhill from here. And we hope you'll come by. So thanks again, you guys, for being here. And yay to Kian, our officiant. Yay. And also, I want to say thank you to our wedding heroes, which is about half of you who are here today, who made this party happen. I mean, everything you see here is the result of the amazing and wonderful love of all of our friends who made this happen. I'm almost scared to name names because if I forget somebody, I'll have to kill myself. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much. And a big round of applause to people who got the skee ball here, and the photo tents, and the food and everything. So, and we'll be back out in a minute. Oh. Except, excuse me. Oh, actually, and this.
And this.
Eat and be married. So we call it.